Their promotions and the Mayweather side. So I had a hunch that this crowd for the weigh-in would be heavily pro-Mayweather. That doesn't seem to turn out to be the case.
No, and we've seen that revealed in all these polls where people are picking the winner, people are picking with their heart, picking Pacquiao. And this crowd clearly is showing him a lot of love. How do you know a fighter is relaxed coming into a weigh-in when he takes a selfie of him?
The celebrated boxing superstar, introducing the one, the only, Floyd Manny Mayweather.
Also from here many times now, but Mayweather's level of comfort amid these circumstances probably unsurpassed at this point.
Probably unsurpassed in boxing history because of how many fights he's had here, and the fact that, as you pointed out earlier, Jim, he almost controls his own destiny as it relates to every detail of them. Even though they have very different personalities and approaches to life and the sport, the thing they share in common is they were both unflappable.
And both congenital chin wraps who tend to be in shape whether they are fighting or not.
Yeah, it's a very good point. They believe in preparation, and as you point out, the gym.
Manny Pacman Pacquiao. Manny Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather weighs in at 146 pounds.
The fact that he's probably never really been a 147-pound fighter. Mayweather at 146. Al, what do you make of those two weights?
Well, Pacquiao was at 143 earlier in this week, so he was way, below the weight. 145 is the range he's come in at in recent fights. He was as low as 142 a couple fights ago, and Floyd Mayweather has never had an issue making 147.
Care to take a guess as to what they will actually weigh when they get into the ring tomorrow night?
I would guess that Mayweather will have a 7 to 8 pound.
Pacquiao practicing his crab pose. And you see the height differential in Mayweather's favor as the stare down begins.
Let's go. Let's get him. Let's get him.
So he's longer, he's taller, and he's likely to be heavier in the ring. And given the fact that his style is that of a protective defender, and Pacquiao's is that of a violent attacker, that makes the problem that much more difficult for Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, it's a conundrum for him in many ways, but right now he is drinking in what is
I'm not tired or anything. I just don't have a voice. So you're going to have to bear with me. Plus, it's been like a long time since I did a Google Hangout. If you don't know, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. And it's horrible. I sound horrible. I know. But at this point in time, the show must go on. And it's not that I'm tired, or put it this way, I've been working all day on the phones, and just bear with me. I feel kind of bad, that I'm not at my best. But I'll say this. It's difficult when I have to argue with people and I say, I got Manny Pacquiao defeating Floyd Mayweather. And they say, how? You haven't even given a prediction video yet. And I say, Well, here's my prediction. Floyd Mayweather throws an average of 39, let's say 40 punches per round. Let's round it off. Manny Pacquiao throws an average of, let's round it off, 70 punches per round. If I'm correct, the most punches Floyd Mayweather ever threw, if I'm correct, was something like 300 and Manny Pacquiao like 6. If I'm correct, no, that's got to be wrong. I believe it's landed. Anyway, I don't want to confuse myself. The point I'm trying to make is this. I got Manny Pacquiao beating Floyd Mayweather off of aggressiveness, and it's because when you take it to the next vow, you take it to the next level. That next vow is A-E-I-O-U-Y. The aggressiveness. That's only a level of aggressiveness that Emmanuel Dapidran Pacquiao, the man whose father ate his dog, that son of a bitch. I'm sorry. But I know if I came home one day and I saw my father eating my dog, I don't listen, but still, the aggressiveness. I feel that if Manny Pacquiao brings the aggressiveness and or the hungerness, he has a great chance to maybe stop a Floyd Mayweather who has had continuous issues in previous fights with the jab. Even in the first fight with Marcos Maidana, what round was that? Round 6 or 7, when they were squared up in the middle of the ring and Marcos Maidana was working that underestimated jab that he has? What about Miguel Cotto busting his nose all up? How about Oscar De La Hoya? They were talking about the jabs. Now, if we talk about the jabs from right-handed fighters, then let's talk about the left hand, the straight left of the left-hand southpaw fighters. Zab Judah, what shot was that when Floyd Mayweather was trying to throw? Was it the see, it's late and I'm tired. Was it the jab to the body where Zab Judah caught him, Floyd neck popped back and his glove hit the canvas? Like what shot was that? Remind me. But what I'm saying is this. I understand that Floyd Mayweather has not been defeated. So it's like, how can you root against someone who hasn't been defeated? How can you go against a fighter who has never taken a loss in his career? I understand all that shit. But at the same time, boxers lose. This is a 38-year-old man who slowed down over the last 5 years. But at the same time, it happens. It's boxing. I feel that Floyd Mayweather will take one of those left hands. I do not know what round, but for some reason, and ladies and gentlemen, we are less than 24 hours away before there will be a winner, a loser, or a goddamn draw. But for some reason, I see Floyd Mayweather, there will be blood. Blood will spill, and you're not ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for that. Listen, I'll tell you some real shit. You know, I almost cried. I'm not going to lie. And you know, I'm a 6'2", 240, 240, with a lot of testosterone. But when I saw Chavez Jr. get punched in the face from far, and then his whole body just felt, I almost cried. I was like, no. But as a man, I held it in. But I don't know if I'm prepared, even though I'm predicting him to lose. I don't know if I'm prepared to see Floyd Mayweather be defeated. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that shit. Are you ready for that shit? Especially if you're drunk. What if you're drunk? What if you're somewhere drinking? And what if you're somewhere with your friends or at a fight party or somewhere and you see Floyd Mayweather just go down like with that Chris Algieri type left hand that he took, where his whole body and Manny Pacquiao's left hand just did across Chris Algieri's face? What would you be doing? What would you be doing if you've seen Floyd Mayweather on the canvas? Don't you know a picture, a photograph of Floyd Mayweather on the canvas in any way, shape, or form is front page news for this fight? Don't you know that if Floyd Mayweather gets knocked out, my God, Can you imagine social media? Social media these days is not kind. Social media has never been kind. Can you just even fathom? All I'm asking you to do is just fathom. That's all I'm asking you. Just what if? Just those two letters, IF. What if? What if Floyd Mayweather loses? Are you prepared for that shit? Goddamn woman beaters. but listen, you know, I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to be inviting people, you know, in a couple of minutes. But this is the time where I usually get to talk about what's going on. As you know, there's been a lot of footage on the channel from various different sources. But basically, it's like this. Thank you to Showtime. Thank you to HBO. Thank you to Floyd Mayweather, to Manny Pacquiao, to Golden Boy Promotions, to Top Rank, to Premier Boxing Champions, to Heyman Boxing, to Heyman Sports, yada, yada, yada. You know, the GTM Sports banners, of course, you know, T Street Controversy and Real Combat Media and the team at Real Combat Media. We thank all of these entities for allowing us, you know, the privilege to be able to provide an alternative promotional output for these fights. So look at it like this. People are wondering, like, what's the, okay, I told you that my goal is to make sure we're providing full, constant, consistent coverage for every single major fight live. So what that means is you'll have me doing my videos just like this. But remember, when I was on the other channel, for the people who've been around, there was pro wrestling and world news and stuff. I'm still doing my same amount of videos, but yet without the pro wrestling and the other news and all that stuff, what you're seeing is you're seeing that now I'm adding real boxing content, press conferences, interviews, whatever, weigh-ins, everything. So we're getting to a point now to understand that me, even though RealCombatMedia.com has been established as media, me as a media member, I'm brand new, if you get me. So you got to understand the channel is only 9 months old. I covered my first event. What was that? 6 months ago, Hopkins versus Kovalev. So we're moving fast, but at the same time, not as fast as I want to be moving. But understand this. What we're doing right now is, since right now we're still establishing ourselves as members of the media, and that's the whole T Street Controversy, Real Combat, well, really, Real Combat Media is already established, but T Street Controversy team, what we have to do is now is, you know, we're providing full coverage, but with the help of the networks until we're in good rapport for them to allow us into all of their events. So, for example, one of our guys, Zoe, team member, did a beautiful job with the interview with Antonio Tarver, and you know he was in Rocky Balboa, and you can't take that away from you. Also, you know, former light heavyweight champion, and you can say he's a heavyweight contender. So that was the Bottle Jack, the Anthony Durrell Bottle Jack fight. Beautiful coverage of that. Elijah Garcia with Real Combat Media covered the Dana Garcia versus Lamont Peterson PPC event. I was supposed to go to Klitschko versus Jennings. That's a whole different story. I don't want to get into it right now, but you know we're working on it to make sure those situations or those issues don't arise again in the future. When it came to Mayweather Pacquiao, understand we started our media assault, like, what was that, like February? Remember, I had my first interview with Oscar De La Hoya, my first interview ever in life. That was in September of 2014. And then things started really picking up after I covered Hopkins versus Kovalev. I went to a Fox Sports event and really got the lay of the land, and I wasn't really starstruck like I was at the Hopkins Kovalev event. To whereas in now, next week, I put in my credential request for the ESPN2 Friday Night Fights card, which will be Amanda Mansour versus Joey Dueco. I'm going to be doing a fight week video on that. I'm going to be at the press conference, going to be at the weigh-in, and then, you know, if I'm not accepted to the fight for credentials, then by God, I'm buying a ticket, because that's what has to be done from now on to make sure that no matter what, we are providing full consistent coverage of every major fight. That's just what I want to do. And I'm the type of guy where I'll stay up for 2-3 days to make sure I'm getting that content out. So Just understand that we're in a situation where you got to crawl before you walk. And right now with all this Mayweather Pacquiao stuff going on, in a way, I got to be honest with you, I'm all hype and thrilled for the fight and stuff like that, but I cannot wait until I get some time off, man, until next week or the week after, where I can sit back and actually start really focusing on the things behind the scenes. So, as it stands right now, just say, be patient with us. And right now, for us to be a lot of the content that I'm bringing you is exclusive stuff. It may be some stuff you may have seen on Showtime or HBO, but at the same time, I've been also making sure that I'm using the content in a way to make sure that we're providing promotion for the fight. So it's never a situation like I'll say it here, right now. When it comes to me trying to make money off that shit, no, it's not about that. I told the networks, and I'll say right here, for legal purposes, you can have all the money for the footage. I'm talking about every single piece of footage I use. I just want just access to the footage to provide full coverage. It's not about money. I'm not trying to compete with Showtime, HBO. And understand this, I'm very, very, very well educated in copyright laws, fair use, and all type of stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's a pain in the ass. I don't want to have to go through it. But at the same time, this is not about money. I have a dream, and as I said before, YouTube is a foundation. And I'm going to get my boxing promoter's license. So look at this that I do on YouTube as a way of me training myself to be a boxing promoter by promoting other people's fights. If that makes sense. So, I already know that right now it's surreal because it's like here right now, what time is it? Oh, it's after midnight. We are less than, there's going to be someone going back to their hotel room or in the post-fight press conference, and you're going to have those Showtime HBO cameras, more Showtime epilogue, cameras following whoever the loser is around or whoever the winner is. Right now, I'm thinking to myself, in just, let's say wherever you are, in about 6 hours, if you go to the supermarket, if you go to the gas station, if you go to your local Quickie Mart, everybody is going to be preparing for the fight in some way, shape, or form. It's like the Super Bowl, but not the Super Bowl, because it's like if you're not watching this fight tomorrow, right now it is what time is it? It's got their phones, man. Shit. 12:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, May the 2nd, Cinco de Pacquiao. It's going to be barbecues everywhere. It's going to be people. There's going to be people dancing in the streets, dancing on the ceilings. Lionel Richie, you know how much drinking is going to be going on? Also, be careful. Drinking tomorrow night and trying to drive and everything. It's amateur night. They're going to have checkpoints everywhere. Don't say T Street didn't tell you so. And T Street's going to be sober. By God, T Street. I'm telling you. Y'all think you're going to be driving around drunk and everywhere? Listen, there's going to be checkpoints everywhere. They're going to be checking all you drunk son of a bitches. But listen. I just want to make sure that people understand that my opinion is my opinion alone. So when I say Manny Pacquiao is going to lose, I want you to understand that I understand that people think I have some type of motive for saying this person's going to lose and that person's going to lose. No, that is not the case. If it's one thing I don't fuck with, is I don't fuck with my predictions. So if I say somebody's going to win, that means I really genuinely feel that person's going to win. Another thing to address is, let's address how many fights I actually predicted Mayweather to lose and why I predicted Mayweather to lose. It's no secret that I had a little bit of problem with the, grandpa's little cough medicine. But at the same time, when I picked Robert Guerrero to defeat Floyd Money Mayweather, I understand I was drunk. I was partying, fucking bitches getting money. No. So, I mean, no, seriously. And at that point in time, that's when I was saying, Floyd was scared of Saul Canelo Alvarez, coming on there all mad and angry, and all sweaty, But now, I didn't pick Floyd Mayweather to lose to Marcos Maidana. No, I tell y'all this type of stuff all the time. And people think I just try to act like I'm smarter than everybody. No, I tell you what I'm doing. I do little certain shit to fuck with people, and to maybe sometimes get y'all to think that, oh, well, he's picking this person. Oh, he said this. I'll say some shit like this. Yo, Marcos Maidana's going to fuck Floyd up. That don't mean I'm saying Floyd going to lose. Just saying he's going to get fucked up. So when I say stuff like that, people like, oh, you said this and that. No, I didn't pick Floyd to lose to Marcos Maidana in the first fight or the second fight or the Saul Canelo Alvarez because I was on the money team when Floyd fought Saul Canelo Alvarez. I was on the money team for like 3 weeks. But see, I was a young, hungry lion. I was too outspoken, and they was like, "Yo, you gotta take your hat off to him." And I don't take my hat off for nobody. So there's like, you gotta take your hat off to the champ. I'm like, no, I'm not taking my hat off to him. So I got kicked off. Well, I didn't get kicked off the money team. You know how they roll on the money team. Like if you don't roll with them, then they get like the 2x4s and shit, and they strip you of all the shit that they give you. That they take back your money team shirts, your hoodies, your hats, and if Floyd gave you any jewels, he take back the jewels, and then they embarrass you and kick you out the gym. I was like, nah, I skated out the back door. I wasn't money team no more after that. But, it was good times, but I didn't pick Floyd Mayweather to lose to Miguel Cotto. I don't know what the fuck was going on with Victor Ortiz. I don't know if I was covering. Yeah, I was drunk. Yeah. I don't even remember who I picked or why I picked him, but most likely I probably picked Victor Ortiz at that time. But these times are different. That goes to show you that life is not fair all the time. When I made some of those predictions, I'm not going to lie, at that point in time, I didn't take boxing as serious as I take it now. So I don't want people coming on my channel thinking I just be making shit up just to get, like, controversy. Oh, this is Chris. What's up? Oh, yeah, let me show you guys some highlights. Hold on, Chris. Let me show you guys some highlights or something. I'm on Google Hangout. Can you get on? Oh, no. Listen, I'm gonna send you you gotta check the email. I'm going to send you an invite like right now. All right. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put on like the press conference or some exclusive. Oh, yeah, if you didn't see, I got some satellite media feed footage that, yeah, I'm going to show you guys that shit. But basically, right now I'm in a situation where I understand that everyone wants to see if I'm going to give Floyd Mayweather his full credit if he wins, and how am I going to give his full credit, and am I going to find some type of excuse to say, oh, well, Floyd lost or Floyd won because Kenny Bayless, or Floyd won because Manny Pacquiao he had no blood because of all the drug testing. I can't. I just want the fight to be over. So if Floyd Mayweather wins, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my video. I'm going to upload the highlights of the fight. Thank you. Exclusive, courtesy of Showtime HBO. I'm going to do a Google Hangout for about an hour or 2 hours. Then I'm going to go on a date. Is that a crime? So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to lie, I've been working. So, after she comes from her fight party, I'm going to be doing a Google Hangout. Then we're going to go to some diner somewhere. I'm going to hopefully, if Manny Pacquiao wins, I'm going to have some pie. Teacher's going to have some pie. And then teacher's going to Instagram a picture of his pie in salute to the Philippines. Because right now, you got to understand like this. If Floyd wins, I'm going to be super, super humble. But, oh, sweet baby Jesus, Manny Pacquiao wins. Oh, if Manny Pacquiao wins. Yo, listen. I'm going to do Google Hangout all night. Listen. I don't know how to explain it, but just know you're going to hear my mouth. It's going down. It's going down. So understand this. What I'm going to be doing is I might as well just spill the beans. I'm keeping secrets and everything. I can't have the beautiful, the gorgeous split decision on T Street Controversy Live. But on T Street Controversy After Dark, then we can get it popping, get it a little bit ratchet. So I just can't have it on there. But see, she's coming, and understand that I gotta coordinate it. Like I look at it like this. I'm like a black ass boxing Kanye West. So like I want like artistry with it. So I'm not gonna just have no chick that's coming up here just shaking her ass and all that. No, it's gonna be ass shaking. It's gonna be scattered ass and everything. But it's going to be artistic, So that's something that's got to be coordinated, and I just haven't had the time to do it. So what I'm doing is it's going to be like a big kickoff celebration, sometime in the next couple of weeks or so right here on T-Street Controversy Live After Dark. And then it's going to be something that where a lot of things you've asked me for, I'm going to have done by then. But understand, people say, oh, you said you was going to do this. You said you were going to do that. What? I said I was going to get the fights. Got them. I said I was going to get my own channel. Got them. I said I was going to get two channels popping. Got them. Going to get in the Danny Garcia gym. Got them. Going to get Mayweather Pacquiao coverage. Got it. So I look at it like this, and I can go on and on and on. There's just one more thing I owe you guys, and that's the sweat down a booty crack. I feel like, even though, like, really, honestly, I feel I don't. Okay, how can I put it? I want to do it, but at the same time, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit from, like, my mom, you know, people watch my videos, you know, and then, like, you know, the corporate people, you know, but at the same time, I made a promise, and just look at it like this. It's art. So, yes, she's going to have some bad titties, and yes, I'm going to maybe splash water on her, but it's going to be art. It's going to be artistic. It's going to be artistic. And what I want to do is I want to push the boundaries of YouTube and see how far will they let me go. And we just can't do that on the other channel. So, you know, that's pretty much one of the reasons for this. And also, I want to keep that like, when it comes to T-Street Controversy Live, that's going to a transition to being a full-fledged media channel, to the point where, as you see, like, even if we may get a post-fight press conference from Showtime or whoever, we're still going to have our people at the post-fight press conferences too. You know, so, you know, I got a nice plan going. So right now, after Mayweather's Pacquiao is over, you know, we're really going to get shit popping. So what should we talk about? Oh, let me play this Leo Santa Cruz, because that is something that we have to address. Because he's fighting this fight above the 122-pound limit, but you have Vasil Lomachenko, who's the WBO champion, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I understand why they won't fight on the same card. I understand that Al Heyman and Bob Arum and HBO and Showtime, HBO and PBC, Al Heyman, I understand all that, but still, it's something I have to address. And the crazy thing is, you know, the good thing about this is people don't know that I'm doing Google Hangouts on here, so therefore I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of fucking knuckleheads showing up, fucking shit up. But anyway, like I said, we're having major changes, and what I'm doing right now is I'm getting this Leo Santa Cruz, and I'm going to play this little press conference footage. I actually think we're the only ones that have it. And oh my bad, hold on, Jesus, I'm about to get some glasses or something, man. This shit is getting outrageous. All right, there we go.
Will be a very, very exciting fight. It will feature Leo Santa. He'll be fighting a gentleman by the name of Jose Ayatino. He's hailing out of Tijuana, Mexico. He's coming to us with a 17-3 record with 8 KOs, and then he will be making his U.S. debut on Saturday night. What's that?
Buenas tardes. Quiero agradecerle a Dios por la oportunidad que me está dando.
I want to thank God for the opportunity He's given me.
Sé que nadie cree en mí porque soy el número 110 del mundo.
I know no one believes in me since I'm the 110th in the world.
Pero créanme que el sábado 2 de mayo espero y en Dios que los reflectores volteen hacia mí.
And come May 2nd, after the fight, you're going to remember me a lot.
Vengo a dar la sorpresa y a ganarle a Leo Santa Cruz. Gracias.
I've come here to make a big surprise to beat Santa Cruz
And in my opinion, he's one of the classiest gentlemen in the sport. He's a very fan-friendly fighter. He's a Mexican warrior. He represents Mexico very, very well. I can't say much about what a classic gentleman he is. And oftentimes in boxing, you see a lot of trash talk going on. And, you know, things sometimes get taken out of context. But this gentleman, he's a professional inside and outside the ring. He always comes to give the fans the best. He comes to us with a 29-0 record, with 1 draw, 17 KOs, and he's the current WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion. He's highly recognized as one of the top exciting fighters in our sport. Please give him a round of applause for one of my favorite fighters, Julio Cesar.
Good afternoon to everyone. Muy buenas tardes a todos. First, I want to thank my manager. I want to thank Mayweather Promotions. I want to thank Leonard. And I want to thank Mayweather for the opportunity. I'm more than excited. I think this is the biggest card I could be in. I know I'm not be in some other big cards, but I know I'm not be in a 300 card like this no more. And so the world that don't know me that Julio Santa Cruz is. I trained really hard for this fight. I'm always prepared. When I got this opportunity, I was very excited. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It's gonna be a history night that day, and I'm very happy to be part of that history. And I know a lot of fans have been talking stuff about me and bad, but all I can do is that I thank them for it because they think very highly of me and they think I deserve a big competition. But you know, I never underestimate no fighter. Any fighter up in the ring is dangerous, and any punch can change the fight. And sometimes those fighters that people think are not that good are the ones that give you the tougher fights and bigger fights. So Jose Cayetano he's ready. He comes prepared, and hopefully he's ready so that we could give the fans a great show. And I'm just very excited, happy to be on this card, and I want to show the world Julio Santa Cruz and give them a great fight. Thank you guys.
People are asking, this is actually open to the public. I said it would be because what it is I found out that basically I've been very organized today. So about a couple hours ago I went to add people, and then I added like, you know, about 70 people in the various different groups, but you can only add like 70 people per day. So I was going down the list and not by like, you know, priority. So I'm going to be taking care of that better by tomorrow. And basically, like I said, once again, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing my post-fight video immediately after the fight. I may even have my television, you know, in back of me and show like the post-fight interviews, or if it goes to a decision, you know, the post-fight, you know, like press conference. So basically what I'm going to do is, you know, not to confuse myself or to confuse you, I'm going to do my post-fight interview, my post-fight video, then I'm going to upload the highlights, do my Google Hangout, then go out, treat myself, and, you know, because it's been a really, really rough couple of months. Then do another Google Hangout, like basically like 4 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, and then probably be on there till like 10 a.m. or some old crazy shit like that. So you know, I mean, it's going to be, put it this way, like I understand like everybody probably feeling the same way I'm feeling, like I can't really believe it's happening, like it's really, really tomorrow. But,
yeah.
But as I said, like right now, like somebody, like in my opinion, I understand people think that it's not going to really live up to the hype, but I really think that somebody's going to get fucked up, you know, because when you look at what they're talking about Mayweather, they're talking about him winning on the cards and a Stephen A. Smith saying that maybe a Pacquiao would get a knockout late. You're hearing a lot about this jab to the body. Now, the jab to the body is legitimate. You can even go back to look at his most recent fight with Marcos Maidana, where you just would see Marcos Maidana just go, you know, like when he would get hit, and you know the air just sucked out of him. But at the same time, doing that against a southpaw is an issue that I have to raise. You know, that jab to the body, like against a southpaw, you know, Manny can hit him straight down the pipe, and you know, Floyd can do one of those old Zab Judah glove hits the canvas, and Manny Pacquiao hits harder than Zab Judah, despite Zab Judah being bigger. But if you don't know, once again, what I'll do is, in like another 10 minutes or so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the full weigh-in again. And what I do is when I play clips, that means I'm going to invite people in. And also you have to understand, even though I played the weigh-in at the beginning of the video, I don't know why I'm explaining this, but there's people that are watching right now. So basically, since this is like a preview show, pretty much, that's what they do during preview shows, keep playing the highlights and all that shit. And I got so many, as you know, different Mayweather Pacquiao promos, highlights. So basically, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like, I'm not saying it would happen. I've had a very good dinner, but let's say, for example, if I gotta go take a shit or something, you know, then that's when I throw on like a highlight, a nice like 5 to 10 minute highlights. Or if I really want to go, you know, like really get it down, then I fucking put the press conference on, make y'all watch that shit for like 20 minutes or something like that. But that's good, because then y'all gotta go do what y'all go do. You know, I know, you know, I'm not supposed to really talk about it. This is T Street Controversy After Dark. I know a lot of y'all want to go get your medicinals, you know, and then fucking you know, do whatever you do to, you know, self-medicate. But what it is I just want to show like where people can be themselves and talk about the shit we're supposed to talk about. Because I understand, like right now, I have crossed the threshold of media. So it's a lot of things that I may know, and I'll be honest with you, I can't really talk about. But still, I want to make sure when it comes to the real issues in boxing that we talk about that shit. So, you know, looking at the controversy surrounding this fight as far as the drug testing, how many times Floyd has been tested, to Manny Pacquiao being tested to 8 to 12 times. It's like, well, if he had issues with drug testing then, we know he don't got no issues now. All them needles he taking. You know, like he should have overcome his phobia if he had some issues with drug testing. So, in my opinion, we can't make an excuse, me or Floyd Mayweather supporters, of PEDs or whatever the case may be. Because why? Because now Floyd is using Alex Ariza. So basically the old steroid, you know, or PED allegations or insinuations, you know, insinuations, now they kind of cancel each other out. So it's like, you know, now what's the next thing? The next thing is the money. What if Manny Pacquiao would have took that fucking dumbass $40 million? Why is nobody look? What if, like as I said before, what if he would have took that dumbass $40 million? $40 million. No, okay. Let's say if they do $300 million in revenue. Now they're talking $400 million, but let's say they do $300 million in revenue. That would have been like 13%. That would have been an 87-13 split. So why y'all don't talk about what did that do? Like, why don't y'all talk about that? Why don't y'all talk about that? Or what about this contract that Floyd Mayweather and certain media outlets said that Manny Pacquiao never had, but then Manny Pacquiao posted on his Instagram the contract? What about that, dude? Like it's stuff like that that bothers me. Like, for example, when Floyd Mayweather talks about how Manny Pacquiao made Oscar De La Hoya, who was A-side at the time, made Oscar De La Hoya pay-per-view kingpin at the time. Manny Pacquiao made him come down to 144 or 145. No, Oscar De La Hoya was A-side. Can somebody make Floyd Mayweather come down if he's A-side? No. So when he talks about Miguel Cotto never talked about no catchweight, but then God damn it, Floyd Mayweather goes and fights Canelo Alvarez at 152. So it's just stuff like that where I say, well, they had to. And I ask myself, I say, I get the criticism because I'm not supposed to talk about it. I'm not supposed to talk about it because I am somewhat betraying my brethren by reporting the news. I'm supposed to be like, sweep that shit under the rug. Yeah, Floyd be on some bullshit. It's like this, for example, right? For example, all that shit that was going on with Donald Sterling. I'm gonna just make this one example, and then you put it together yourself. With all that stuff about Donald Sterling of over the years about racist shit keep happening, like him, you know, allegedly walking through the locker rooms with like a badass chick and looking at like the basketball players and shit showering like, yes, look at those beautiful black studs, like looking at them like they're horses and shit. So when you got situations like that continuously happening over a 20-year period of time where Donald Sterling had so many different things where what happened, it was like, yo, why does racist shit keep coming up? You know, like if you're not racist, why it keeps coming up? And that's a similar thing, you know, when I think about Floyd Mayweather and certain situations going on with him. So it's like this. I understand. Oh, trust me, Lord knows. Lord, you know, I understand that females lie. Lord knows I understand that they lie. They lie. They lie. But at the same time, it's like this. Why does it keep coming up? You know, and just, you know, like every couple of years, something just keeps coming up. You know, who was it that was banging his baby mom, C.J. Watson, and stuff? But we're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. I just look at it like this. People say stuff like Floyd Mayweather's not scared and all this stuff. I don't believe Floyd Mayweather is scared, and I don't, like, put it this way. When you're a boxer, I don't believe that you're afraid of no one. I believe that Floyd Mayweather understands that there's so much more involved if he gets defeated, if he loses. Because what are people going to say? Whether it's true or not. It's not about whether it's true or not. It's what are they going to say? What is public opinion going to say? That's why you were ducking him. That's why you weren't fighting him for so long. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying. So ask yourself, what happens with the Showtime deal? What happens if Manny Pacquiao, remember, we're just asking if. What happens if Manny Pacquiao defeats Floyd Mayweather? Then guess what? What happens in the rematch? Think about it. Think about it. What happens in the rematch? You have Pacquiao versus Mayweather too. So there's so much depending on Mayweather winning this fight. I'm thinking to myself, he's got to. But then you look at the other end of the spectrum. Manny Pacquiao has been knocked out in the worst possible way you can be knocked out without dying. So I'm asking myself, what can Floyd Mayweather do to him that Marquez has not done, that it took Marquez damn near a decade to do, to get that one punch out before he was almost getting stopped. He was close to getting stopped for the first time in his career, where he had leaking all on his nose. Manny Pacquiao going full E. Remember I told you, it's the next vowel. It's the next vowel. It's A-E-I-O-U. What? E, the aggressiveness. Now, I don't ever think that Manny Pacquiao could ever. I don't know what aggressiveness is. Aggressiveness. I don't know what that is. But I do know that Manny Pacquiao can go to another level that I don't think Floyd Mayweather can handle. Who was the last fleet of foot, smaller, potentially faster fighter that Floyd Mayweather has fought? Who was the last? Was it Marcos Maidana? No.
No.
Was it Saul Canelo Alvarez? No. Was it Robert Guerrero? No. Was it Miguel Cotto? Nah. And what I'm asking you is, were these guys faster or as fast as Manny Pacquiao? No. Was it Ricky Hatton? No. Victor Ortiz? No. Shane Mosley? No. Oscar De La Hoya? No. Maybe a Zab Judah. And these are the questions I'm asking you when people say dumbass shit like, this is going to be easy for Floyd. Floyd just going to walk him down. Floyd going to knock him out. Marquez knocked him out, so Floyd's going to knock him out too. And I sit there and I listen to this shit. And I say, you mean to tell me, to hell, I say, you mean to tell me Floyd is going to make all of this money and Manny Pacquiao making all this money, and it's all this big media coverage and all of this grand scale, grand arrival, red carpet and everything for an easy fight. There will be blood. Blood will shed. And
I hope so.
And as I do, I cover every single Major Fight Live. So you don't have to worry about if I'm going to be here or not, because I'm going to be here. Like right now, I'm going to be here for about another half hour, 45 minutes or so. Yep. What's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
All right, I guess. I was just wondering who was that just saying what's up. But listen, what I'm going to do now is I got to go get some cough drops. And I'm going to find a nice little healthy 3-minute highlight to play for you while I go downstairs. Oh, yeah, well, this is what we're going to play. We're going to play the Floyd Mayweather post. No, I know I'm going to play. I'm going to play this. Now, this is exclusive to T Street Controversy Live. Thank you, Showtime. Thank you, HBO. Thank you, Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Hang in there. Give me a minute. Oh, also, I'm working on the whole getting the extra bandwidth thing, you know, so I can show this stuff, you know, and it's faster, and, you know, it's not all clippy. So, you know, stop bitching and complaining. I'm working on this stuff.
Just at home relaxing, watching playoff basketball. I love it. Yes. And watching movies. Well, you know, I live in Las Vegas, so we don't have a team. You know, it's just work for me. You know, I understand what it takes when it's a fight of this magnitude. You know, it's all business for me. You know, I can't really, you know, say what I think. What he sees in my eyes is that, you know, I'm facing one of the best fighters that I've ever faced. So it's a very, very good matchup. Well, throughout the years, like I said before, we had a brilliant game plan. Myself, Al Heyman, and Leonard LB throughout the years. Our ultimate goal was to become my own boss and call my own shots. And then the ultimate goal was to, the long-term goal was to get involved in a fight where I can make $150 to $200 million by being outspoken, having a lot of heart, dedicating myself to my craft, you know, believing in my skills, and we worked extremely hard to get to a certain point, and that's what we did. And now, you know, all the work is done. I don't have to say anything. I just go out there and let my, you know, talk. I weigh 147. You know, that's how much I have to weigh tomorrow. Tonight we will have a light shakeout. I feel great. I feel tremendous. But famous. You know, Manny Pacquiao has done a lot in this sport. You know, I've done a lot in this sport, and we both are at the pinnacle. Now it's time for us, you know, to meet head to head and get the fans what they want to see. Anyway, hold on 1 second. Where we at? That's 2. There's 3. No, this is 3. Yeah. Okay, I'm ready whenever you're ready. And, you know, but with both camps, his trainer, Freddie Roach, who is a great trainer, he has said a lot of things. My dad has said a lot of things, and the promoters on both ends have said a lot. But it's all up to the two fighters. I think I'm the smarter. I'm the smarter fighter. I think I'm the bigger fighter. I think I'm the stronger fighter. But he's a great fighter. You know, he's a guy. Just a fight that we both wanted, you know, for a long time now. And he brings a lot to the table, just like I bring a lot to the table. You know, I'm the A side, of course, because I accomplish more, but he's accomplished a lot of things himself in the sport of boxing. So it's a very, very intriguing matchup. I try to focus on being in trouble, but anything can happen, you know, in the sport of boxing. So I just have to see how everything plays out. I'm gonna go out there and give my best, you know, come Saturday.
I never looked at Floyd nervous. People be saying, like, you know, like he looks nervous and all kind of stuff like that. I just think that he looks annoyed, and one of the reasons why I think he's annoyed is remember, these are things that I was talking about a long time ago. As far as Floyd likes to dictate his own terms, I really don't put it this way. I know that Floyd Mayweather didn't want this fight under these conditions when you have Les Moonves, the head at the top of the totem pole, saying you fight him or nobody else and put this deal together. Floyd doesn't like stuff like that. And people say, is Floyd afraid? You know, I don't think so, but at the same time, I think that he was more afraid of taking that risk of fighting Manny Pacquiao this late in his career. I really feel that he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao, but he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao 2, 3, 4 years ago. Not right now, where, as Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao talked about, he has it all to lose. So, will he win? Can he win? Of course he can win. But at the same time, who has to show up? I said before, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather has to show up. Money May doesn't throw enough punches. Money May doesn't have enough power. Money May doesn't move enough. Pretty boy Floyd has everything to defeat any Manny Pacquiao, center Manny Pacquiao, or Saint Pacquiao. But I just don't know. I just don't. Like, how can Floyd win? What is it? Okay, he can win off a clean, effective punch. Yes. But if he's not throwing enough punches, right? Manny Pacquiao is not Marcos Maidana. Manny Pacquiao is, you can say, more accurate than Marcos Maidana as far as headshots are concerned. So I'm wondering, okay, you got judges, Bert Clemens. Now what I want to do is I want to pull up an article for you, but I'm gonna have to wait a little while. So what I'll do is later on in the video I'll put a highlight on while I get the article so we can go over it. But you got judges Bert Clemens, Dave Moretti, and Glenn Feldman. All three of those judges have had an impact on a Floyd Mayweather and or inadvertently a Manny Pacquiao fight. So common belief to the fans, boxing fans, is that Kenny Bayless is a pro Floyd Mayweather referee. So when it comes to these judges, you can say honestly, look by looking at the judging record of these fighters, of these judges, and they've judged some high-profile fights, even if you've never seen their faces before. I'm sure when it came to cards, you've heard Dave Moretti, Glenn Feldman, and Bert Clemens before. These are some judges that are involved in high-power fights. So to name some fights that these three judges have had the outcome, have controlled the outcome of: Mauricio Herrera versus Jose Benavidez, Timothy Bradley versus Diego Chavez, Pacquiao versus Marquez 1, Mayweather versus Maidana 1 and 2, Iris Lindy Lara versus Saul Canelo Alvarez. So all those fights I just named had a controversial card in there somewhere, and these three judges judged one of those fights. So when you look at what I'm saying here, even the judges, you can say just by looking at their track record, are somewhat, not saying that they are, but more so judged more towards the style of a Floyd Mayweather. So will there be controversy involving the judges? I'm just saying this. If Floyd Mayweather can't do it, then Manny Pacquiao has to go for the knockout. Because if you've been knocked out silly cold and Marquez puts you to sleep in the worst possible way, and he's laying on his gloves and he's snoring and a little piece come out, you know, then it's no reason why you should fear the punching power of an orthopedic glove only fight in Las Vegas, allegedly rumored, insinuated because of xylocaine. It's no reason why you should be afraid of what Floyd Mayweather had to offer. And then if Floyd Mayweather goes for that jab to the body, go ahead, straight down the pipe. Straight down the pipe, go for it. So I'm asking, what will be Floyd Mayweather's most dominant weapon, and what can he do to win? What can he do to win? Winning effective punching. But me saying he's going to knock Pacquiao out when both of these guys haven't knocked someone out legitimately since Ricky Hatton, I don't count Victor Ortiz, and I told you why. Victor Ortiz, don't count him. So why am I to believe now that he's going to be knocking out a guy like Pacquiao, who has taken hellacious shots from so many fighters since? Put it this way. You saw Timothy Bradley try to knock him out of his boots. Now, I'm not saying Timothy Bradley with his little 12 KOs has the same power as a Floyd Mayweather. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that we saw Juan Manuel Marquez land a perfect shot. I just don't know if Floyd can do that. I just don't know if Floyd can do that. That was Mexican fairies that helped Marquez out. That was those Mexican spirits. That's what that was. But I don't know, man. I'm just kind of glad that it's over. So now we can see where everyone stands as far as boxing is concerned. Because boxing needed Mayweather and Pacquiao to happen so we can stop talking about it, so people can stop talking about it, so we can move on to more fights and move on to making more stars. But in my personal opinion, in my personal sole opinion, I feel boxing would be better off if Floyd Mayweather loses. And that's not hate. That's not hate. That's not hate. That's just my personal opinion, because maybe that'll send a message to all these fighters that are so concerned about protecting their O's that, listen, you don't want to lose to that scale. Like, for example, look at all the scrutiny that Adrian Broner went through when he lost to Marcos Maidana. In a way, it's good that he went through that early in his career, you know, and not later on, to whereas on this scale, like, put it this way, this is not the Super Bowl. This is not a team losing. This is not a big multi-billion-dollar organization losing. This is one man that's got to bear the blunt force, the blunt weight of all that defeat on their back. And that's why I can't wait for Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao, the epilogue, because that's going to be the show that's going to make up for the other 3 episodes that, in my opinion, were good. They were quality shows, like if it's something that you're watching for the first time. But if you watch PBC Corner to Corner, that's like Premier Boxing's Champions, HBO 24/7, All Access. It was on that level as far as you didn't tell us nothing. You know? You didn't show us nothing. So it was a bit I'm not going to say amateurish. What I'm saying is executive produced by Floyd Mayweather, so you gotta know what to expect. But yeah, y'all say something. The fucking voice, y'all not helping me out. Y'all just want to be keeping the conversation alive.
So what's your final prediction, brother?
I already told you. I got Manny Pacquiao. I got Manny Pacquiao busting Floyd Mayweather's face up. I got Floyd Mayweather going down at least once in the fight. And if Floyd Mayweather does win, if he does win, then it'll be the toughest fight of his career. He may have a closed eye, busted up mouth, and I'm talking about way worse than what Miguel Cotto did to his mouth.
That's safe to say.
I don't know. It's because, put it this way, let him dare try. Let Floyd Mayweather dare try to go into that shoulder roll defense on the ropes and try to stay stationary like he did Marquez. With Marcus McDonough and try to throw, that uppercut, and wheel away all that old bullshit. Let him dare try to do that. Manny Pacquiao throws too many punches. He throws too many punches.
Well, I agree, man.
But put it this way: when Floyd Mayweather fought Zab Jr., he started to know that he had to use the high guard a lot, but at the same time, every now and then when he did try to convert from shoulder roll to high guard, the left hand got in.
Man, and do you see this? Do you see this short Philippine guy? That motherfucker walking around like it ain't nothing, man.
Yeah,
it ain't nothing.
That's scary. That's scary when you got
I know.
That's the next clip I'm going to show you. The next clip I'm going to show you is going to be the weigh-in again, and the face-off when Manny Pacquiao was just smiling in his face, and he just says, "Thank you."
Thank you.
And it's like,
whoop your ass.
And it's like, well, wait a minute. Did you just say, like, to me, remember what I said about, like, when Ruslan Provodnikov tomorrow he going to go light candles for your ass and all that? Like, that's like a sign of disrespect. It's like, we had a face-off.
I think
Thank you.
Ruslan, though.
Like, you smiling at me. You've been smiling at me at every single face-off and press conference.
Yeah. And he's over there dogging them out trying to... This is what's crazy, man. I see a lot of people, my theory is this, man. I see Manny Pacquiao winning, but I see a very close fight. Possibly Floyd winning it in the eyes of people, but giving it to Manny for a rematch.
Yeah. What happens if this looks like the De La Hoya fight?
Well, if it's like the De La Hoya, what are you talking about as far as in terms of action? Or as far as lasting appeal?
I mean, in a way you could tell how Oscar tried to impose his size, but I feel like Manny's movement, man, is going to be something totally different for him.
Yes, full work.
Yeah, in and out. He knows not when to stay there. And plus, there's a good portion of that Maidana fight where you saw him, Maidana fainting him. And having Mayweather miss a lot, and I see that. I see Manny probably saw that first fight especially.
Just think of this. Think about this. When was the last time Floyd fought someone that can use angles? Like Floyd misses a punch, and Manny Pacquiao can be on the other side of you. Like,
Never.
So.
See, and I think people don't give credit for that Bradley win.
Exactly.
He's in some ways that they are kind of similar, and as Liz says,
this is what's crazy to me. A lot of people are saying it's gonna be that Floyd's gonna walk Manny down and this and that. I don't see that, dude. How you gonna walk this guy down? Nobody has.
He's never been
dominated
down.
this guy.
Yeah.
No one has. Who has dominated Pacquiao?
Not even Marquez when he knocked him out. But see, a knockout is a domination. That's like a fatality. That's a fatality.
That's what I'm saying. I just don't see it, man. I don't see it.
Yeah, especially with him. He won't throw enough punches to do it.
I mean, yeah, let's give Floyd credit. I mean, he's the best defensive fighter out here right now in this era, but.
And maybe that's the reason. Like, put it this way. Let's say if there was foul play, it's all speculation. But let's say maybe if Floyd Mayweather has, some type of connections with drug testing and they wanted to drain Pacquiao of as much blood, so, he won't be as fast. He won't be able to, move around. So, it's for some reason, like you were saying, Manny Pacquiao just looks too cool. He's just been too cool.
Yeah, and that's what, and especially going into this fight, they were saying Pacquiao's not built for the moment. He lives for this.
Yeah. Well, this is the problem. Manny knows that. He knows going into this fight that he's gonna have to go all out. He knows that. That's his only chance to beat Floyd. He knows that. And my wife tells me, "Oh, I don't want to watch the fight." I said, "Why?" She's like, "Because Floyd's gonna win it. He has he has the judges in his pocket." Yeah, you're right. He has the judges in his pocket, but that's Manny's job to take that away from him. That is his job. That's the fighter's job. If I'm a fighter, if I'm Manny, if I know that's my only chance to go there and beat the shit out, that's what I gotta go in there and do.
But just like T Street says, man, even if it comes down to Floyd winning and he ekes out the decision, he's gonna have to go through hell. He's not gonna. There's nothing easy about that. He's gonna come with some bad stories.
Can you imagine old man Bob Arum in the back in the locker room before Manny about to go to the ring? Like, now listen, Manny, you fuck his fucking ass up. It's so much riding on this fight. It's not just like this is Bob Arum versus Al Heyman. This is HBO versus Showtime. This is Freddie Roach versus Floyd Sr. You know, and it just goes on and on and on. You know, this is black versus Filipino, Flomo versus Pactar. There's so much riding on this fight, to whereas it's all about who's going to go out there and literally die in the ring if they have to. And I should, but Manny Pacquiao has been knocked out in the worst possible way that any fighter can be knocked out and still survive.
That's exactly why I see this fool that he's like, and this was crazy about it too.
The aggressiveness, man. It's the aggressiveness.
What did he say on that show? He said this is like giving a guy that's on death row his last meal. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, how you talking about
somebody?
Yeah, he thought that shit was so funny. He couldn't even finish saying. You couldn't even finish saying the joke.
This motherfucker, I thought you were church here. I thought you were about killing somebody.
Yeah, then he keep talking about you know, like God's gonna deliver him into my hands, and you know, I come from something into nothing.
Yeah, when he first said that on First Take, he said he's gonna deliver him into my hands. I'm thinking,
yeah.
What?
And it's just like, this guy, I'm more worried about the Oscar De La Hoya fight and the
like, I feel like I can beat him easy. And everyone should just go along with that.
But if it's mind games, those are some sick mind games, man. And then, you know, like, you got extra super nice Manny, but then you got Mama Pacquiao with a young-ass boyfriend, you know.
Nah, not just that. You also got to give credit to Freddie Roach, man. He's a good ass. He's been good. Trust me, I know he's been studying Florida for a long.
Yeah, and I know he be talking to Pacquiao like you got to go out there, you got to knock this motherfucker out. I mean, you got to get it. He's every time you gonna get it. You got to get this motherfucker out of here. Like, I know, and the thing is, I know they just like, I know on that side, if I was them, I'd just be like, yeah, you gotta get this motherfucker now, Manny. Like, listen, even if you got to get knocked out, man, go kill him. Like, just go out there and you get his motherfucking ass.
I'm telling you, he looks really sharp. Though I'm expecting a really good fight for Manny.
Oh, they got all this good.
Bro, I bought the fight since Monday, bro, and I only have one friend of mine that's coming over.
Yeah, I'm watching this.
Yeah, I told my wife I don't want no fucking body here. I don't want no fucking Casio fan, because all I'm gonna fucking hear is negative things. I don't want to hear that shit. I already know what the fuck's gonna happen. And the only reason I got my friend is because I got that motherfucker $100. He's going for floor like everybody else, you know. Yeah. I got Manny the underdog.
Yeah, I got two bets running right now.
Yeah, I'm going with Manny.
Got my $100 ready, motherfucker. We're gonna shock everybody.
My fight night T-shirt came in today, so I already locked.
I'm telling you, bro. I don't see Flo winning.
So
they're gonna give it to Manny. You watch.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some people, and in the meantime, we're gonna play the weigh-in and watch Manny say thank you to Mr. Floyd for allowing him the chance to likely beat his ass tomorrow night.
A record 8 division world champion, the reigning and defending two-time WBO welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacquiao.
And then this fool winning, his own friend get killed too in the ring. Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't
know about that story. I was like, this motherfucker might be out of mind. If it would have happened to me, I would have said, hell no, I ain't find no more.
Hell yeah, right before his fight.
That's what I'm saying. I would have said, nah, let's say I ain't find no more. Let's say I didn't get murdered.
Yeah, something else to notice in this video, I guess he starts laughing at one of the guys that just keeps chanting TBE in the back.
Bro, that's what I'm telling you, man. This motherfucker got a dry heart, bro.
He keep looking at dude and laughing at him while he's saying TBE.
No fucking fear, bro.
It's like T-Street said, man, if he comes back with the flame shorts, it's over.
Yeah.
With the no fear on.
Motherfucker gonna put some kung fu in his ass.
I can't fucking wait for that shit.
Also come here many times now, but level of
and the reason why a lot of people are picking Floyd because is the way he be dominating all these other fighters. But yeah, all those fighters he fought, they're flat-footed.
And the fact that, as you pointed out earlier, he almost controls every detail of them, even though they have very different personalities, both the life and the thing they share in common is they are both unflappable.
and congenital tricks tend to be in shape whether or not.
Yeah, it's a very good point. They believe in preparation, and as you pointed out,
Watch out, pull out the butterfinger. He pulled a Marco Madonna on his ass. Butterfinger out this way. She was hilarious.
£145, Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Mayweather.
And this is what I know that Floyd knows that this fight there's a lot of risk in it. This motherfucker went out his way doing all the extra shit he's never done in his training camp.
Floyd Mayweather weighs in at 146 pounds.
The fact that he's probably never really been a 147-pound fighter. Mayweather at 146. Al, what do you make of those two weights?
Well, Pacquiao was at 143 earlier in this week, so he was way, below the weight. 145 is the
And then what Mike Tyson said about him?
as low as 142. Floyd Mayweather has never had
His bodyguard take his kid to school.
Mike was in there about to fuck somebody up.
Mayweather will have a 7 to 8 pound.
And dude tried to hug him.
Yeah. Look at him.
Pacquiao practicing his crab pose. And you see the
Look at him just turn and look at this dude.
Yeah, he's fucking smiling like, yeah.
Start laughing.
Yeah, let you think that you're going to fool me.
He's longer, he's taller, and he's likely to be heavier in the ring. And given the fact that his style is that of a protected defender.
What's even more telling is look when they start turning to the crowd. He looks at Manny, was like, yeah, this guy is just soaking it up. Man, he just lives for that shit.
Motherfucker remind me of Mo Dog. That motherfucker never barked. That motherfucker will bite like a motherfucker.
To have a good fight, deserve to be happy on the fight because they're paying more than double to watch the fight, and they deserve it. And that's my first concern, the fans, because they have to deserve to have a good fight on Saturday night. What is gonna be what is fight in the ring? He's copying the Marcus style like that, but we have a different strategy and techniques for this fight, and I'm excited and very confident for Saturday. Really, for me, it's one of the biggest fight in boxing history, and it's 6 years in TV, and finally it's happening, and I believe right now it's more people informed and aware for this fight. Even those who are not fan of boxing, they want to see this fight and watch. I don't give prediction, but my concern is to give a good fight and best fight for the fans and to make the fans happy. in the earlier years, I mean, I thought this fight will not happen, but you know, um, I didn't close my door, and finally it's happening. So I'm so happy that it's happening. I'm not bothered for the question from the fans. I don't have nervous because I'm relying the word of God that He said, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." And that's a very good.
The righteous right hand.
Yo, T3, this is crazy.
That's a hard part in our.
Hold on, I'll be back. I'm trying to add people.
Yeah, I will let you.
Yeah, there's been some girl trying to get on for the longest.
Be happy that.
Yeah, I'm working on it now.
Did y'all watch that interview with Sean Porter's dad? What he said when they asked him about him?
Foundation, the peace of mind and confidence.
There's been a few.
What he said?
Fight and
there's no nomination in this fight. Nobody's gonna nominate.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We focus in the strategy that we never focused before. So it's a good thing that we have that strategy right now. Especially, I feel excited and happy, and the killer instinct is there. So I really thankful to God that He gave me this feeling to have peace in mind, and the killer instinct is back. So we know his style. I know his style. I'm not worried at all of his style, and I'm not bothered of his style. So I'm well prepared for this fight. We did our best in training, so I think I can't say what we did in training.
He's getting hit with 8-ounce raised gloves. Go figure. I don't know how that made it through the contract.
What, the gloves?
Yeah.
That's gonna be some drama. I think on that.
Like Manny Pacquiao, the welterweight champion of the world, Manny Pacman Pacquiao.
I'd like to invite everyone to witness this Saturday good fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao. It's going to be a good fight, and there's a lot of question in your minds that only God can answer us on Saturday. And just want to let you know that everything that I have accomplished is God who gave me the strength. I just want to be an example and inspiration to everybody how my life before I became a boxer. I used to sleep in the street, starving, hungry, and now I cannot imagine that the Lord
Fucking daddy, my dog.
and He blessed me this blessings that I cannot imagine that the boy that don't have food and sleeping in the street that
had Floyd in a sleeper.
Yeah.
I want to share.
And this is the problem I have with the fans that are going on for Floyd.
Our goal is to.
I mean, we all have our own opinion, The problem that I have for a lot of them are saying that he's gonna go in there and just wipe this guy out.
You will be happy on Saturday. Both of us.
Not having no chance. I'm thinking to myself, what's that gonna happen? I mean,
working hard to
he's a bigger man.
entertain you on Saturday.
Floyd never takes risks.
Saturday.
When's the last time he took a risk? What would he do now?
Hoping that nothing personal, but we're just doing our job.
The fight was never his decision.
I believe that's
what I'm saying. I said, why would he take a chance now? At the end of his career, I mean, doesn't make sense.
To put our name in boxing history. But I hope this fight is going to be not only.
I just don't understand how he's just automatically going to claim no rematch after this.
He's just going to go in there and wipe this guy. I don't see it.
There's God.
It's a little crowded here on this. together again. And here it is, 5.5 years of waiting.
Yeah.
And now we're only 72 hours away. Yet the two fighters are.
And the interesting thing is, once they look at each other face to face, that's going to be the interesting part.
But this guy's pretty respectful. Neither guy really saying very much about the other, to be honest.
Well, we'll interview both fighters, so we'll get them to say something about the other. And you see them, they asked just the two fighters to take more photo ops.
Interesting, Manny. Well, now here we go, actually. Here they are. And then we're going to face off.
Let's take a look.
Funny, going into this fight, it's always been the fans who had more confidence in Floyd than he did in himself.
Manny's never been much of a fan of face-offs, so he's been kind of silly. He smiled there.
It's always smiling.
And then they asked when they interviewed his dad, oh my God.
It's almost like talking to a drunk.
That motherfucker, they asked him questions, he don't never respond.
Team fight for Floyd Mayweather here at the MGM Grand. It's 11 straight fight.
You can never do a cordial interview. Just gotta do it on Fox Sports.
Yeah.
He's gonna kick. He's gonna beat the shit out of me.
Right here.
How? You'll see.
Look, my son.
Pacquiao's boxing.
Freddie Roach, the coach.
Did joke. I am tripping over the only dumb shit he made in it.
No, Joke, the coach.
Stop Gail Cotto in the 12th round.
Knowing that Freddie's gotten the best of him before. What the hell?
Hey, TC, you know how I see these fights coming out? Remember Hopkins when he fought Kovalev?
Yeah. Fight like.
Well, yeah, you remember how Kovalev, when he failed pressure, he went into defensive mode?
Yeah, so you thinking Floyd gonna throw less punches so he won't get hit?
Exactly. When he starts feeling Manny all those shots towards him, I think he's gonna go into the defensive mode and say, fuck this. I'm blocking this shit.
You know, this is something that this is something that my editor over at Real Combat Media was talking about, and we were talking about the clinching. How much clinching will Kenny Bayless allow Floyd Mayweather to do?
I think he won't be able to, not against Manny.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that because he's pretty good at avoiding that, and he's pretty small. So wouldn't it make him actually a little bit harder to grapple or easy to get out of? And stuff
I don't see that happening with Manny's style. The way he goes awkward angles, and I don't see it.
Yeah, but Floyd, just like an Andre Ward or a Bernard Hopkins, he's a very skilled ring technician and a very savvy fighter. To whereas if he knows how to clinch. Now, against a guy like Manny, how effective will he be? Trying to clinch, but he knows how to clinch. So I'm asking myself, how much of that will Kenny Bayless allow, and also how much talking will Floyd do to the referee? Now, Manny has never been known for a guy that's going to hit you low. So I'm thinking, if Floyd was to talk to a referee, Kenny Bayless, what would he be talking to him about? So, that was something I wanted to address because fans have been talking about, Floyd's got Kenny Bayless in his pocket. And I'm thinking, well, how much of a factor can Kenny Bayless actually play into the fight?
Well, to your point that you even mentioned that, there was an interview I heard earlier about Freddie Roach teaching Manny certain little tricks and traps that Floyd sets for his holding and stuff like that. So I'm thinking they're probably going to go in there to maybe exploit that a little bit. Maybe I see him being pretty open to body punching.
Yeah, you know who's great at doing it and not getting hold on? Triple G. Remember when he fought what's his name, Murray? When he was trying to clinch? Remember what he would do? He would take a step back.
Yeah,
Right
that's
before
what,
he
and that's
yeah,
what
take a
Manny,
clinch.
that's why I think Manny could really do really good with that because I mean his
Exactly.
in and out movement. I mean his feints is always like a 2-step forward, maybe 1 back, and then go right in, or even reverse. I mean, because he goes off a broken rhythm, so it's almost whatever he wants to do.
I remember when Triple G, man, when Murray was trying to clinch, like, hell no, you ain't doing this, partner. He would take that step back, jerk your hands off him, and start whooping his ass again.
So, let me just throw this in. You know how when they do like those like infomercials and shit, they gotta say the same shit over and over again. So basically, I'm gonna be tomorrow. The invite thing will be taken care of. Now, what you gotta do is when you get can somebody explain how did you join this link, because y'all got it easy. Other people can't get in so easy.
I got the invite over the notification on YouTube. Yeah, Google Plus connection with it, and
now wait, did you get it on Google or did you get it on YouTube?
I got it on Google. And
I got mine on Google.
Yeah.
And I followed you. That's all I did. And then when I went into Google earlier, I saw you on the Hangout, and I just hit join, and that was it.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it might ask you to maybe install something, but.
So what you need to do, guys, is you need to go to your Google Plus page. Go to your Google Plus page. If you got, I want to find my app. Go to your Google Plus page and go under your Google Plus notifications. Now, in order to use Google, in order for you to get into these streams, you got to know how to use Google Plus. And it's simple, because once you get the notifications, just like with Facebook or anything, you just scroll down until you find the message where it says Google invite from T Street or whatever it is. So tomorrow, like I said, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing my post-fight video. Depending on how long it takes Showtime to release the highlights in the post-fight press conference to me, I'm going to release those, do a Google Hangout for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to go on a date, and I'm going to go get some pie. And over that pie, I'm hoping that I'll be able to. It'll be celebratory pie. For Floyd Mayweather being defeated by Manny Pacquiao, and then I'm going to do another Google Hangout and just rock out. Just get a whole bunch of tea, maybe relapse on some Pepsi Cola, who knows. So I'm going to be here for about another 25 minutes or so. I actually started pretty much on time. I started like 12:05 or so because I had to get my weigh in up. And if you noticed, I've been putting out so much crazy amounts of Mayweather Pacquiao content and footage over the last couple of days. So as I told you before, I knew to an extent that I was likely not going to go to the fight, so I already had a plan in place to make sure that even if I wasn't there, I was able to still keep up on my word and provide full coverage. So there we have. Now we've covered the media day, the press conferences, weigh-in, interviews galore, promos, everything. Mayweather Pacquiao. Actually, to be perfectly honest with you, we've been your #1 source for Mayweather Pacquiao coverage. Thank you, Al Heyman. In fact, hold on.
So now, let's keep our final predictions.
Predictions? You drinking?
Predictions for the fight. I got Manny. Decision.
All right. Thank you, Al Heyman. So,
I got Manny.
I got Manny, of course. And you gotta understand, when you pick Manny, you have to explain in detail to a brick wall why. So you got to be aware of that. And even if you try to explain to them, well, why is Floyd making so much money to fight him if it's such an easy fight? Yeah. So it's so many factors that are taboo to talk about, or you're going to be called a hater. You're going to be called. It's going to be said, well, why are you hating on Floyd so much? Why do you hate him? You envy him. You want to be him. In my personal opinion, as a boxing fan and as a person, I look at Floyd as being a very weak little man with a lot of money. That's just my own personal opinion, though.
Exactly.
My own personal opinion. So, do I want to be Floyd Mayweather or what? No. No, trust me. And plus, you know, this is T Street After Dark. He can't keep up with his bitches. So.
Yeah, he's fucking with Tiny, dude. I can't respect.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, overall, it's like, why you always got problems with? Now, I've had problems with my females, but my females never was leaving me on no shit like that. Go fucking Nelly and Ray J and all that bullshit. So, but anyway, it's just that, you know, like, he's been known to be a little bit emotional, okay? But at the same time, it's just, you know, no, I don't want to be Floyd. I don't want to be all angry and mad and, you know, extra emotional and having, you know, some problems, you know, reading the, you know, sometimes, depending, you know.
Did you see that interview about his chick? Man, her titty was freaking hanging out her.
I want to know all of a sudden. I want to know how he allowed 50 Cent just to creep back up and get some of his shine.
I know, man. That's
50 just came out of nowhere and getting that shine. He's and 50 the type of dude where he'll squash the beef and say it's all his fault, knowing that he benefited from him squashing the beef.
Yeah.
Hey, T-Street, I was telling the guy, did you hear that interview about Mike Tyson? What he said about Floyd, about being better than Ali?
Yeah, well, a lot of people are going to take disrespect to that.
I think that's not everyone did.
People are going to take disrespect. It was just the way Floyd worded it, but also you have to understand, Floyd did that shit on purpose, knowing that it would knowing that it was going to start trouble.
Yeah.
But the best thing, he really believes that, though.
That's the problem, though, yeah.
Like, and he really, like he said it to the fact that he has to be brainwashed. Like, you can brainwash him to believe.
Okay, in what category do you put Floyd right now?
I honestly feel like he's on a caliber of like a Pernell Whitaker.
I got Floyd better than Sweet Pea. Floyd,
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. Floyd could have been a lot better, in my opinion, a lot better recognized as a more prestigious boxer if he would have took more risk in his career.
Exactly.
That's always the case.
Yeah, I could agree with. Yeah, I agree with that.
Like risk, you know, it's always been about Floyd fighting on his time, making the most money. Yes, that has benefited him, and if you look at it, love him or hate him, it has helped boxing to an extent. But at the same time, it's hurt him because even though he's made all this money and helped the sport, even though, you know, inadvertently helped the sport, his legacy will not be, like, he won't be able to call himself TBE.
Yeah, and he's warped himself into that belief that being the most wealthy athlete makes him the best, like, overall, period.
Yeah, this is the reason why a lot of fighters criticize him, like Mike Tyson, like who else was that? Who was the other one? Who was the one that won? He was on that show episode. What's his name? Holyfield. Was it Holyfield?
I say, well, Hagler kind of came at him even harder.
When it comes to all these different, like, legends and everything, all of them have a different opinion. And if you notice, a lot of them be flip-flopping. One week they'll say Mayweather. Put it this way: one week Sugar Ray Leonard say Mayweather, then the next week Sugar Ray Leonard say Manny Pacquiao. You know, so I don't listen to. I never did. I never listened to when somebody says, you know, like a George Foreman, and say, "Oh yeah, well, you know, Pacquiao, he got the next."
Foreman, there you go.
You know,
but Tyson's been consistent, bro. He's been saying that all along.
Yeah, Tyson's been great. Of late, he's been doubting his prediction.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can tell, like, when Tyson, like when Mike Tyson gets a little crazy, you know, he probably high. You know? I mean, and at this point in time, it's crazy because Mike Tyson gets a pass because he's just Mike Tyson, he's just a boss. So, you know, it's just like, you know, like for example, there was times where Mike Tyson was real critical of Floyd Mayweather, but then Mike Tyson will also be a flip-flopper and say Mayweather would beat Pacquiao. So, you know, like, when it comes to these legends, remember, they just people too.
Yeah.
You know, like, even when you get a guy like Marquez, he'll say that Floyd Mayweather will win, but then in another interview, he'll say, well, you know, Pacquiao would beat him because he wouldn't want to say that Floyd would beat Pacquiao and beat him at the same time. So you can never really understand what these people's motives are when they're predicting these fights.
I feel like Marquez will always say Mayweather, though. just for some reason he's just never liked Pacquiao with that rivalry, and I don't know from what.
Well, if you're fighting a man for damn near 10 years, 8 years, you know.
But I mean, even in between those fights, what happened in between those fights to make them like, yo, fuck this dude, I hate him. Like, they don't trash talk, they just go out there and fight.
Well, for one, Manny was whooping his ass in that fight.
Yeah.
You know, as far as that last round, remember, Marquez had a knockdown in a round where Manny was winning. So.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hell yeah, his nose was fucked up.
Crazy because right now it's 1:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm just like, damn. Like, I know because of, like, the anxiety and everything, I'm gonna be up, and I really, really, really need the rest. But it's like, damn, the day is here. So, like, next week is gonna be Canelo Kirkland. Like, it's Mayweather Pacquiao tonight. As I said, when you go to the supermarkets, wherever you go, everything's gonna be Mayweather Pacquiao mania. Like, everybody's gonna be trying to get somewhere. They're gonna be getting motherfuckers getting their little they Air Force Ones. You know what I mean?
Everybody in the barbershop.
White t-shirts are gonna be sold out.
Do you know the bets? How's the bets in Vegas right now?
Well, I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't gamble, so I stay away from all that shit.
They said there's
I stay away from all that shit. No.
I heard it was even though it was real close though. I mean,
it started out 3-1 when the fight was announced, and then it came down to 2-1 just from like 2 days ago. But I'm hearing now.
That's good though.
There's a huge rush coming in they said the past few hours for Pacquiao just now.
And what's that thing I heard about that little short Philippine guy, the one with the big old glasses that's running around with Manny all the time?
He was like a governor or somewhere in the Philippines.
No, he's real close to Manny. I think I forgot who he is, but he's real close to Manny.
He's a politician now. I know that.
I thought he was like a mobster or something.
He do look like
it. He do look dodgy.
He got the nighttime shades on with
That fool look like I got your back, fool. Don't worry.
Like he be in the back of a smoke shop in a bar or somewhere.
Talking about 300 ninjas on them fools.
Yeah, we got So we got the main event, Mayweather versus Pacquiao, and of course it's going to be Leo Santa Cruz versus Jose.
Who's that guy? Who is that guy?
This is what he is.
That's a terrible fight.
If I'm correct, he's an insurance salesman and a construction worker. So
yeah, it's fucking terrible.
This motherfucker look like my son's friend, bro. I ain't lying, bro.
Yeah, dude walked in with his t-shirt like. And then he had the nerve to say, did he have the nerve to talk about his rankings about being a 110, ranked 110th and all that? And it's like, man, fuck Leo Santa Cruz. It's like, why do you like, and you just smiling? It's like, it's nothing but bad press. Leo Santa Cruz getting nothing but bad press. In fact, that's going to be our next clip here on T-Street Controversy.
He got punked out by Amada, didn't he? Call him out.
Yeah, but come on, man. Like that's that's his son, Al Heyman. Like that's his son. He wasn't going to dare do that to Leo Santa Cruz, yo.
Nah.
Dude, but who wants to watch him fight with that? Man, I saw him, dude. I swear to God,
I told
my boy, I told my son, dude.
It is. I think that is just because it's guaranteed money.
Bro, man, that's still killing you, man. And I just don't see it, man.
Because now he's on like his third or fourth straight Floyd Mayweather undercard.
He's just getting groomed. That's all. I mean,
that's the problem. That's bad for him too, because when he gets up there with a good opponent, he's gonna get his ass tore up.
Just like 80% of Al Heyman fighters.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little time, and we're gonna listen. Cruz. My bad. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, run it back. Here we go. Oh, I don't think I got a translator. I just edited the shit, didn't even watch it.
Man, this fool ought to be ashamed of himself, bro. I ain't lying, bro.
Oh no, he don't got no translator. Let's go look at the other one. There we go. Let's go look at this one.
It's sad, bro.
Look, watch Ellaby don't even be knowing what to say.
Because he's new to the game, man. He don't know what the hell's going on. Learning on the job.
We start booting people.
Sorry, guys.
Start booting people.
Like an hour.
See, man, y'all messing. Look, y'all messing my shit up.
Who's be doing his goatee, man?
Look at dude, he getting go. That was plastic surgery. Look at this kid.
Bro, I'm telling you.
His goatee looks like it has fertilizer in it.
Look at his Mayweather, man.
Pero créeme que el sábado 2 de mayo espero y Dios que los productores confíen en mí. Vengo a dar la sorpresa de ganarle a Santa Cruz. Gracias.
In my opinion, he's one of the classiest gentlemen in the sport. He's a very fan-friendly fighter. He's a Mexican warrior. He represents Mexico very, very well.
You better stop.
I can't say enough about what a classy gentleman he is. Oftentimes in boxing, we see a lot of trash talk going on, and things sometimes get taken out of context. But this gentleman, he's a professional, inside and outside the ring. He always comes to give the fans the best. He comes to us with a 29-0 record, with 1 draw, 17 KOs, and he's the current WBC Super Bantamweight World Champion. He's highly recognized as one of the top exciting fighters in our sport.
Yeah.
Please give him a round.
By who?
One of my favorite fighters, Julio Cesar.
Good afternoon to everyone. Muy buenas tardes a todos. And I want to thank God. I want to thank my manager. I want to thank Mayweather Promotions. I want to thank Leonard.
And he's such a nice guy.
I want to thank Showtime and Mayweather for this opportunity. I'm very excited. I'm more than excited to be on this undercard. I think this is the biggest card I could be in. I know I'm going to be in some other big cards, but I know I'm not going to be in a big undercard like this no more. And I want to show the world that don't know me that Julio Santa Cruz is. I trained really hard for this fight. I'm always prepared.
Really hard for what?
This opportunity. I'm very excited that I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. It's going to be a victory night that day.
And he make it by 750,000 in this fight?
Likely.
I know.
Right? Sad, bro.
Been talking stuff about me and bad, but all I can do is I thank them because they think very highly of me and they think I deserve a bigger competition, but
No, you don't.
I never understand me.
I'm sick of you.
Any fighter up in the ring is dangerous, and any punch will change the fight. And sometimes those fighters that people think are not that good are the ones that give you the tougher fights and bigger fights. So Jose Cayetano he's ready. He comes prepared, and hopefully he's ready so that we could give the fans a great show. And I'm just very excited, happy to be on this card, and I want to show the world Julio Santa Cruz and give them a great fight. Thank you guys.
I can't wait to Rigo get a hold of him.
And thank you. No, thank you. Actually, I'm surprised I made it this long. I was like, I'm going to be tired. But see, I've been eating vegetables and, like resting and stuff. I've been editing all day. But for the most part now, I'm going to show one more clip before I end. And then I got a couple more videos to get out. Then, probably play some fight night or something. I'm actually done. It's like crazy. I'm actually prepared for tomorrow. So, I'm not going to no fight parties or nothing. Thank God. I feel sorry for the people who are going, because then you're not going to be able to focus, you know, like on the fight. I'm going to be sitting there like on the floor. I'm going to light like a little bit like some candles, some scented candles. You know, I'm going to have like my pizza. Oh, my pizza. Yeah. Okay. I'm a little early, but I brought my pizza for tomorrow today. So all I gotta do is pop that in the oven at Papa John's and we good. So listen, I got Manny Pacquiao, and things are going to get a little crazy, because when I do my post-fight videos, I do them live. So therefore, whoever wins or whoever loses, I'm going to be doing. It's going to be like live, full emotions. So it's going to be crazy because we don't know who's going to win, and I just don't know if you guys. I know I'm not ready, but I just don't know if you guys are ready to see Floyd Mayweather being defeated. Or what if he gets stopped? Can you imagine Floyd Mayweather taking a knee and doing this? I'm just saying, like, what if? Like, can you imagine, like, Floyd Mayweather doing a Kodo in the corner where he just goes, you know?
That's what I mean. What if it looks like De La Hoya, man?
Yeah, like,
he's just getting tossed.
You know, or what if he gets something like George Grove? Like, what if he gets knocked out to the point where he's laying on his like back leg? Or, like, can you imagine like what a social media is going to do to Floyd Mayweather? Like, if you see Floyd knocked out, or he just like this, or like stretched out or something. Like, that's crazy. We're less than 24 hours away. There will be a winner tomorrow at this time. There will be a winner and there will be a loser, or there'll be a goddamn draw. For some reason, I think I said this before, but if Floyd Mayweather gets knocked out, I see like Al Heyman coming from the rafters like Sting, you know, with a plastic bat, just grabbing Floyd. You know, and then you see Leonard Ellerbe run out there with the belts, smack Bob Arum. Like, I just can't see it just ending, you know, with just a Manny Pacquiao win. And it's just not no controversy. I see Leonard Ellerbe stealing the WBO belt. He gonna steal the belt. So he's the real champ. We're getting out of here. Like, how Heyman's come from the ceiling? Let's get hell's been fucking loose. I really, for some reason, it's really hard for me to believe that it's actually Mayweather versus Pacquiao, because it's like, well, I know what I'm going to talk about next week, but what are a lot of these other media outlets going to talk about next week? And then the week after, for example, next week, I got Anthony Bourdain versus Austin Trout, Omar Figueroa versus Ricky Burns, Canelo versus Kirkland, Anthony Joshua versus God knows who. What else? I'm missing a fight. So, you know, the wheel just keeps turning.
And you see Kirkland, he looks good, man. He looks in shape. I was surprised.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
It's gonna be a great fight, man.
People thought that, in fact, I'm going to play that clip. People thought that Canelo wasn't in shape, but Canelo actually said right here, courtesy of Albert Rodriguez, that he was at like 160 something, like at the first press conference like 2 months ago.
Now they're both looking in shape, man. That's gonna be a great fight, man. I'm telling you.
But still, it's hard for me to give Kirkland credit, you know, or give him a strong chance to win. Without Ann Wolf, it's hard. I'm just trying, you know, but it's hard for me to see it.
Well, I still got Canelo, but it's gonna be a competitive fight.
Man, I'm hyped for it. Don't you know that card is 12 hours long?
What?
The card is 12 hours long. It's something like 16 fights.
Oh shit.
So I'm dead ass serious. It's something like 16 fights. Then of course you got Al Heyman's PBC event. Like I said, you got that PBC event with Burns Figueroa. Then you got Anthony Joshua over in the UK. You got Billy Joe Saunders fighting somebody, Chris Eubank Jr. fighting somebody, and you got Austin Trout, Bourdain, you know, Canelo, Kirkland, and then you got a lot. It's a lot of fights next week. So as I was saying, I'm just wondering, like, well, I wonder what these other channels are going to be doing. You know, like that's what honestly, in my personal opinion, like I really want to see how I hold up after Mayweather Pacquiao, because as I said a long time ago, I was only going to do like one Mayweather Pacquiao video a week, and I really was doing it because I had so many other videos to put out To whereas in now, I really feel like, oh yeah, I'm good. After Mayweather Pacquiao over, there's just so many other fights to cover. You know, so I just want to see like what the boxing media landscape is looking like after Mayweather Pacquiao. But the only way it's going to be over is if it's not no controversy. The fight's got to end. One person has to win. One man enters, one man, no, two men enter, one man leaves.
What are the chances you see the draw?
That's the fucked up part.
Yeah.
Because Manny Pacquiao can be whooping Floyd ass, but Floyd with that so-called, you know, clean, effective punching, you know, depending on these judges are in the favor of clean, effective punching from the research I've done. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a draw. But I wouldn't be surprised if Kenny Bayless is manipulated by Floyd Mayweather consistently talking to him. But Manny doesn't clinch, Manny doesn't hit low, so, you know, Manny doesn't lead with his head, so, you know, we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see.
Don't put Kenny Bayless in it, bro.
What are you using? You the spaceship? It's a microphone.
Don't put Kenny Bayless in it.
Can't hear you, bro. You underwater. But anyway,
he said don't put Skinny Bailey's on there. No,
but listen,
I don't either. I just say after tomorrow, there's no more excuses.
Yeah. Either way, either whoever wins, it just has to be definitive.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll all be. I mean,
I still got Manny.
Like I said, I'm gonna have some nice pie.
And there's no
Yeah,
domination.
I'm just hoping. I'm gonna take a nice little photo of my pie, and I'm just hoping that it's celebratory pie. If Floyd Mayweather loses to Manny Pacquiao, oh, you're going to hear my mouth. I'm going to be up here. What's that thing called with the tambourine? I'll be up here preaching. I'm at my Bible. I'm gonna quote some scriptures. Listen, in the morning when I get up, I'm going to find certain scriptures to quote about sinning and then Floyd Mayweather's sinner ways and why he deserves, you know, to lose if he loses. So listen. I'm talking about if Manny Pacquiao wins, there is going to be a show. There's going to be a show on a grand scale. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to turn up. So,
Hey, T-Street, put it this way, bro. If Badu Jack is shocked the world last week, I'm sure Manny can pull it off.
just like when Adrian Broner lost to Marcos Maidana, people thought it was impossible for him to lose to him. You know, so it can happen. And the thing about this is, here's something to think about before I end. But if somebody's going to rob somebody, let's just say if there's some controversy involved, who has more power to do so? Al Heyman or Bob Arum? You dig me? So if it's somebody that can give a mysterious envelope to somebody that says, listen, do me this favor, who has more power to do so? Now, these are two powerful entities going at each other. You know, so like I said before, it's not just Mayweather Pacquiao. It's not just HBO Showtime. It's not just Al Heyman, Bob Arum. It's not just CBS, Tom Warner. It's a lot. It's a lot riding on this fight, and the only people that can end this is the two in the ring, and that's why I want Manny Pacquiao to knock Floyd Mayweather out. No, I'm not praying for it, okay? But at the same time, I want it because I feel I deserve it. Manny Pacquiao deserve it. He cleaned up his dirty center ways. You know, I've cleaned up my dirty center ways. We deserve it. We want a knockout, and anything less than a knockout is uncivilized. So right now, what is it? Did I end exactly on time? 1:59 a.m. 2 hours. So I already told y'all what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Post-fight. Then I'm going to get the post-fight highlights up. Post-fight press conference. Do Google Hangout. Hi. Then I'm going to do another Google Hangout and just be on here all night, all morning, until I have no voice, until there's probably no more breath in my lungs. I'm talking about to be alive, not dead. Not dead. I want to live. I want to live. Like right now, I wish I could just go to sleep and wake up till tomorrow night, but then I'll probably be sick or like in a coma or something like that. So that's not good. So I want everybody to have a nice, blessed day. Don't go get hit by no cars. Don't lose your cell phones. Don't lose your car keys. Don't get your car stolen. Make sure wherever you are, you're in the house at like, you know, a couple of hours, or in front of a couple of hours before the fight. So don't no crazy bullshit. Don't get into no fight with your girl or your man or whatever the case may be. Tomorrow is Mayweather Pacquiao. And down to the people in Baltimore, like tomorrow's Mayweather Pacquiao. You don't want to be in jail, you know, like when the fight's going on. Then you know you're going to be getting slow, getting processed because they're probably going to be watching the fight on their phone somewhere, you know, like in a police station. So everybody just be safe. I have no voice. That's probably why I'm getting off early. And I'm going to go get something to eat some vegetables and some broccoli. This is T Street Controversy, T Street Controversy Live.